Hello, my friends. Today we're going to do another envelope project. I hope you're not sick of them yet. I'm kind of getting a little tired of it myself, but I keep having these ideas and I think, well, I need to share that with everybody and see if they like this idea too. This one is going to be a flip up and a tuck spot on the back, an up tuck. So I've already done some inking on this envelope. You can use any envelope you want to use, but I liked this one because it has this big window in it, and I have some ideas for that. So I'm going to put these aside. As I said, I've done some inking, and the back I haven't inked yet, but I'm going to glue some things on the back here. So what I want to do first is I'm using some of this paper that my friend gave me. It's one of these pads that this one has a lot of butterflies in it, and I know some people think butterflies are a little bit trite or something, but I like butterflies. So I'm going to put this piece inside to cover up the back of this. It just is going to fit right in here, about like that. I'm just going to put a little glue stick on it. So I'm still using this school glue. So school started, it's appropriate, I guess. Put something under that so I don't have glue all over everything. Glue's kind of melty because it's so hot. Although we didn't make it to 100 today, I don't think. I haven't checked lately, but it wasn't projecting 100, so that is good. Because we had it yesterday. We had 105, I think it was. Very warm, but we're used to it. It's Texas. Okay, this is just going to go in here. Oh, and I just got glue on my window. Everything's always harder when you have the camera turned on. I don't know if you're videoing or not, but it seems to be that way for me. Okay, get this straight with that fold line. See how that looks. I think that's pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and seal this up now because that was the only thing I needed to do in that pocket. So just a little glue on here. Oh, wrong side. Okay, and I think what I want to do is have this pocket open on this side. I have this little piece I'm going to put in there, and it has this lace on the edge, and I thought that'd be cute sticking out. So I'll show you that in a minute when I get ready to put it in. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and fold it where I want it to go over the top of the page. This is kind of thick. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this open on this side. And hopefully I can do it and not make a mess. I'm just going to use the scissors and take off a little tiny sliver on that side. Probably going to want to go back and re-ink that. Also, make that just kind of taper down there so it's not sticking out. Okay. I put some gold splatters on this, and on these. I don't think they are showing up very much. I'm going to put these on here, about like that. And I'm going to use some, this is Aleene's Turbo Tacky Glue. It dries a little faster than the regular Aleene's. So, and I've kept these little antennae on here, so that's going to be tricky to get them glued down. They may not stay with me. That is such a tiny little thing there. It's hardly worth the effort to keep it. I went ahead and did the inking on the envelope because that generally takes a lot of time, and I'm mainly covering it up. I just wanted the edges to be a little darker. I need to do that edge again too, I think. I hope the first part I did of this is not dried already. Okay. I think I want this to be about like that. It really is tiny to have on there, but maybe it'll be all right. Okay. So now we have a pocket over here, hopefully. Yes, we do. And that just is going to stop there. Flatten that down a little bit. And then on this side, this piece is on the this is over the page, and this piece is glued down on a couple of sides, or just across the top and down the side, I think is what I'll do. And then I'll have a tuck spot on this side. So I want to glue this paper on here. Glue this down with glue stick also. Probably didn't need to do so much inking on that part right there, but that's okay. I have inking on this too. And I just want to put that right up at the top there, about like that. I've got glue on there. Don't know how that happened. So I'm going to cut that off, I think. Or I could just turn that under like that. I may do that because that would give it a nice finish on that edge. It wouldn't be a raw edge there. But that right there needs to be trimmed. I don't know why that's so crooked looking. Okay. Grab my inker and just give that a little ink on that edge. And also on that edge. Okay. And I'm going to put this glue on here and just turn that up so that it's a covered edge. Okay. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then I want this piece to be on here. I'm going to put it on this side next to that. And glue it down like that. Actually, I'm going to pull it down a little bit. Get a paper here. This glue is really soft today. Oh gosh, making a mess. I'm thinking that I'll put this piece in my boho journal if I ever get it made, get started on it even, really. I've just been putting things aside to use in it and haven't made anything. Haven't even chosen papers for the signatures, really. I think I've got some over there, but not much. So, lot to do on that. But one of these days, I'm going to do it. Promise. Hope it's sooner rather than later. I think I need a little more ink on this to get that inked. Okay. All right, I think that looks pretty good. As I said, this side will be glued down. This is going to be glued down as a tuck spot. And then this is going to be a flip that flips up. And I want to put paper over the back of this for writing space so that it's covered, because the envelope's not very pretty. This is a ledger book I got at a thrift store in Mena, Arkansas. And I like to go to their thrift stores. They always have good stuff. I think I'm going to use one of these pages, and I think I'll just tear one out from back here. This is white, and the rest of it's been inked and things, but I think what I'll do is just ink it once I get it glued down. So, put this on here. Like that. That'll work. Just going to glue the envelope. Glue the envelope, and then I can put the paper down on that. Lots of that. This really is. It's just very, very soft today. Okay. All right. Hopefully that will do. I'm going to use this side because I like the way that looks better than the other side. And, of course, I got it down too fast. I'm going to have to stand up to see what I'm doing here. Just want to put it right up next to that. Like that. That seems to be in the right spot. I really have bloody fingers now. Card. Press that down. That's going to have a bump right there where that envelope is folded over there, but hopefully it won't be too distracting to write on. Okay. Get a wet wipe is what I'm going to do. Get the glue off. Or at least get part of it off. I'm just going to take my scissors and cut along the bottom here. Now, that is not really straight on there, but I think it may be too late to change it. Oh, well. It is a junk journal. That's my out that I always take. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not. I'm holding it up so I can see it. Oops. Didn't get quite close enough right there. Okay. And I'm going to ink that edge again because I kind of cut into that a little bit. And I'm going to ink this side just to make everything match a little better. Oops, kind of got into that a little deep. Ink up here too. And I think what I'll do also is use my makeup brush and just add a little bit more. Just a little more on here to kind of make it go with the rest of it better and look a little more aged. And this will be a good writing spot. And then also, oops, that's kind of too much. I'll have the little insert I'm going to put in there that's going to have space on the inside of it too. Okay, that's kind of messy looking, but okay, that's going to have to do. It's kind of messy looking, as I said, but maybe that's somebody's thumbprint that they put on there at some time. I made this little piece a long time ago when I was first doing junk journals, and so I think it was Rachel Roxy Creation was doing master boards, and I was doing some master boards, and I made this little folder thing, And I think this was her design also, to have it where the front is a little longer than the side. I'm going to put this in this side pocket here, like this. And I glued these two butterflies on here. They were part of this piece, just to have it have a little more continuity to it. So I like that lace sticking out just slightly there. I think that looks nice. So let me show you how it looks in a book. I have my very first journal here that I made a long time ago. And I picked out this page because it's plain on both sides. And since this opens on the right side, I think it would be best to have it on this page going this way, so that it's easier to take this insert in and out of here. So that would be like that, and that would go in there. And you would have the flip up and writing space here. I don't know how easy that's going to be to write on with it being upside down like that. But I suppose you could flip it. This side is going to be glued down at the top, and probably that side, and be an up tuck. And I guess you could flip it over this way and write on it here, and then flip it back over to the other side of the page once it's written on. And this little piece was very easy to make. You just make your master board with gluing paper down, and then glue. It was on a book page is what I was gluing to. You can see that book page through this ledger paper. It's very old and fragile, but I like the number on it. And then I just did a little stamp there and glued some lace on the edge for interest. And so this is kind of plain, so the design is kind of hidden when you have that in the pocket, because that big pretty butterfly is hidden. So it's a surprise when you pull this out and see that. So that was my project for this week. I hope you like it. I hope you'll make some, and I hope that you find that it's a useful piece to have in your journals. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. If you think about it, give me a thumbs up. I'd love that. I'd love to hear a comment from you. If you have time and want to, leave me a comment. Thanks so much. Bye.